Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Good Shabbos to each of you. Our service is ready to begin, so we invite everyone to come in and take their seats. We're so grateful to welcome all of you to our main sanctuary. It's a wonderful gift to see it full once again, and we also extend a warm welcome to those who are joining us via live stream for our worship service this morning. Shabbat is our day of rest, which allows us to spend time in prayer and song, offering our gratitude to God for the gifts of our lives and to create a separation from many of our outside concerns. And on this beautiful morning, we are especially grateful to come together as Morgan and Sari are called to the Torah as Benot Mitzvah. They've worked very hard in preparation for this day, and we are grateful for the presence of family and friends. I invite each of you to take hold of our prayer book. Inside, you will find our prayers both in Hebrew and in English. You will also find transliteration and commentary at the bottom of each page to enhance your understanding of our worship experience this morning. At various points throughout the service, we will invite the congregation to rise. That is only if you are able. God certainly hears our prayers if we remain seated too. I'd like to also invite all of Morgan and Sari's friends who are here to participate fully in our service this morning. And please, for all of you and everyone, silence any cell phones you may have brought with you, and please refrain using them for any time during the service this morning. Cantor will now continue.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
Continue on page 75.
May the one whose spirit is with us in every righteous deed be with all who work for the good of humanity and bear the burdens of others, and who give bread to the hungry, who clothe the naked, and take the friendless into their homes. May the work of their hands endure, and may the seed they sow bring abundant harvest. Please turn to page 108 for our call to worship. Barhu. Please rise. Page 110. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Yotzer or Uvorei Hosheh, Oseh shalom uvorei et hakol. Hameir la'aretz v'ladarim aleha barahamim uvetuvo mahadesh bechol yom tamid ma'aseh v'reshit. Mach rabu ma'asecha Adonai. Kulam bechokma asita. Mal'a ha'aretz kinyaneha. Tit barach Adonai Eloheinu. Al sheva ma'aseh yadecha va'al ma'orei or she'asita yafa'aruha selah. Or hadash al tzion ta'ir v'nizke hulanu mehera la'oro. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer hama'orot. We continue on page 112. How deeply you have loved us, Adonai, our God, gracing us with surpassing compassion, on account of our forebears who led you to teach them the laws of life. Be gracious to us, teaching us as well. O merciful one, have mercy on us by making us able to understand and discern, to heed, learn, and teach, and lovingly, to observe, perform, and fulfill all that is in your Torah. Enlighten our eyes with your Torah. Focus our minds on your mitzvot. Unite our hearts in love and reverence for your name. Then we will never feel shame, never deserve rebuke, and never stumble. Having trusted in your great and awesome holiness, we shall celebrate your salvation with joy. Together, gather us in peace from the four corners of the earth and lead us upright to our land. For you, O God, work wonders. You chose us, truly. You drew us near to your great name, that we might acknowledge you, declaring you one in love. Praise be you, Adonai, who chooses your people, Israel, in love. Baruch atah Adonai, haboher, ba'amo, Yisrael, ba'ahava. Page 114.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Ha'ed.
Please be seated. Page 116. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvechol nafshecha uvechol ma'odecha v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anohi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha V'shinatam levaneha, v'dibarta bam, b'shivteha b'veiteha, uvelechteha v'aderech, uv'shochbecha, uv'kumeha, ukshartam leot al yateha, v'chayu letotafot b'neineha, uchtavtam, al mezuzot beiteha uvishareha leman tiskaru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim lelohehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotzeiti etem me'eretz Mitzrayim Liot lahem lelohim ani Adonai Elohehem. We read together in the middle of the page. You shall love Adonai your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Take to heart these instructions with which I charge you this day, and press them upon your children. Recite them when you stay at home and when you are away, when you lie down and when you get up. Bind them as a sign on your hand, and let them serve as a symbol on your forehead. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai, your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai, your God. Adonai Elohim Emet. Please turn to page 121. Emet. There is no place where you are not. Even in the wilderness, there is your word. Emet. That pin strokes of lightning, white fire, black flame, stir the soul's passion, guide our sacred way. True and enduring is Torah. Your truth for us is certain and established, now and forevermore. Like Moses, Miriam, and all Israel, we sing out and rejoice. Rock of Israel, rise in support of Israel and redeem Judah and Israel as you promised. Our Redeemer, Adonai Tzivaot, is your name. Blessed are you, Adonai, for redeeming Israel.
We continue now with our tefillah on pages 124, 126, and 128. Please rise. Adonai sefa tifta ufia gita hilateha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yisah ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'konei HaKol, V'zoher Hasadei Avot V'imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'nehem, Lama Shemo Ba'ahava, Melech Ozer Umashia Umagain, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Vezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Machaye HaKol Atah, Rav Lahoshia, Machakel Hayim Behesed, Machaye HaKol Barachamim Ramim, Somech Noflim V'Rofei Cholim, Umatzir Asurim, Umakaye Unato, Lishegne Afar, Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot, Umido Mela, Melech me'mit u'mahaye u'matzmiya Yeshua v'ne'eman atah l'hayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mahaye hakol. We read together in the middle of page 128. You are forever mighty Adonai. You give life to all. You sustain life through love, giving life to all through great compassion, supporting the fallen, healing the sick, freeing the captive, keeping faith with those who sleep in the dust. Who is like you, source of mighty acts? Who resembles you, a sovereign who takes and gives life, causing deliverance to spring up, and faithfully giving life to all? Blessed are you, Adonai, who gives life to all. Page 130.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאיך, וקרא זה אל זה ואמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוכו הארץ, אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומו אחד הוא אלוהינו הוא אבינו הוא מלכנו הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה, לדור ודור נגיד גולך, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
To all generations we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Please be seated. Page 132.
ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. מקדשי שביעי שבת כולם ישמעו ויתענגו מטובך השבת. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו שבת. חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך שומרי 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 שבת וקוראי עונג שבת. זכר למעשה מלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת, ישמחו במלאכותיך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת.
We continue reading together on page 133. We are a people in whom the past endures, in whom the present is inconceivable without moments gone by. The Exodus lasted a moment enduring forever. What happened once upon a time happens all the time. We continue reading together on page 134. Our God and God of our ancestors, be pleased with our rest. Sanctify us with your mitzvot, and grant us a share in your Torah. Satisfy us with your goodness, and gladden us with your salvation. Purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In your gracious love, Adonai, our God, grant us your holy Shabbat as a heritage. May Israel, who sanctifies your name, rest on Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai, who sanctifies Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Makadesh HaShabbat, page 136. Find favor, Adonai, our God, with your people Israel, and accept their prayer in love. May the worship of your people Israel always be acceptable. God, who is near to all who call, turn lovingly to your servants. Pour out your spirit upon us. Let our eyes behold your loving return to Zion. Blessed are you, Adonai, whose presence returns to Zion. Page 138. Modim anachnu la, she'atah hu Adonai, Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu, ba'imotenu, le'olam va'ed. Tzur hayenu, magen yishenu, atah hu, lador vador. Nodech laha, unasaper tehilatecha, al, hayenu, hamasarim bayedecha, va'al nishmotenu, hapudot la, va'al nisecha, shebachol yom imanu, va'al niflaotecha, v'tovotecha, shebachol eight, erev v'voker, v'tzohorayim. Hatov ki lo, halu, rahamecha, v'ham rahim, ki lo tamu, hasadecha, me'olam kivinu lach. Va'al kulam yitbarach v'yitromam shimacha, malkenu tamid le'olam va'ed. V'hol hachayim yoducha selah, v'halalu et shimacha be'emet, ha'el yishuatenu v'ezratenu selah, baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimacha ulacha na'eh lahodot. We read together in the middle of the page. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of the day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one, whose mercies never end, O compassionate one, whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Page 140. Grant peace, goodness, and blessing, grace, kindness, and mercy to us and to all your people, Israel. Bless us, our Creator, all of us together, through the light of your presence. Truly through the light of your presence, Adonai, our God. You gave us a Torah of life, the love of kindness, justice, and blessing, mercy, life, and peace. May you see fit to bless your people, Israel, at all times, at every hour, with your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace.
Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim v'rachamim aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yisrael amecha, barcheinu yotzreinu kulanu ke'echad, be'or panecha, ki ve'or panecha natata lanu, Adonai Eloheinu. Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim v'rachamim aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yisrael amecha, Torah chayim ve'ahavat chesed, ve'ahavat chesed, tzedaka uvracha v'rachamim v'chayim v'shalom. Sim shalom, tova uvracha, chen v'chesed v'rachamim v'rachamim aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol Yisrael amecha, v'tov be'einecha levarech et amecha Yisrael, bechol עת ובכל שעה, בשלומך. שים שלום, טובה וברכה, חן וחסד ורחמים ורחמים עלינו, ועל כל ישראל, ועל כל ישראל עמך.
We pray silently.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. יעשה shalom, ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
In our prayer book, we turn to page 244. Ein kamocha ve'Elohim Adonai ve'ein kama'asecha malchutcha malchut kol olamim umamshaltacha bechol dor vador. Adonai melech Adonai malach Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed Adonai oz le'moiten Adonai varech et amo v'ashalom. There is none like you among the gods, Adonai, and there are no deeds like yours. You are sovereign over all worlds, and your dominion is in all generations. Adonai reigns, Adonai has reigned. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Adonai will give strength to our people. Adonai will bless our people with peace. It's a privilege now to call to the Bima to open the doors of the Holy Ark with us. Lindsay and Jesse Hirsch, Doug Lerner, Leslie Lerner, and Justin Lee, and to stand by the reading table here to undress the Torah with us, Andrew Aron, Angie and David Aron, and Jason Goldstein. And now as we turn to page 248, we rise. Avogoda Eloheinu unuchavo la Torah. Let us declare the greatness of our God and give honor to the Torah.
Shemo yachdav lecha Adonai hagedula ve'hagevura ve'atiferet ve'hanetzach ve'hahod ki chol b'shamayim uvaretz ki chol b'shamayim uvaretz lecha
On this Shabbat morning, can everybody hear me okay? No.
Rabbi, just use this one.
On this Shabbat morning, We read from the Torah, the book of Genesis, beginning in chapter 12, verse 1, in the portion Lech Lecha. It's a joy to invite to the Torah now to recite the blessings as we give thanks to God for its gifts. Susu and Don Aron, Gail and Kenny Goldstein, Sylvia Goldstein, and Susan and Jack Lee. Please come forward. Here we are. Baruch Adonai Habarach Leolam Vahed. Leolam Vahed. Baruch Atah Adonai. Amen.
Amen. Vayomer Adonai El Avram Lech Lecha Me'artzecha Umi Moladtecha Umi Beit Aviha El Haaretz Asher Arecha Ve'esaha Lagoy Gadol Va'avareha Va'agadla Shemecha Ve'ye Baraha Va'avareha Mivaraheha Umekalelaha Aor V'nivrahu V'ha Kol Mishpachot Ha'adama Vayelech Avram Ka'asher Diber Elav Adonai Vayelech Ito Lot Va'avram Ben Hamesh Shanim V'shiv'im Shana B'tzeito Meharan Vayika Avram et Sari Ishto Ve'et Lot Ben Ahiv Ve'et Kol Rehusham Asher Rahashu Ve'et HaNefesh Asher Asu V'haran Vayetzu Lalehet Artsa Canaan Vayavo Artsa Canaan Vayavor Avram Ba'aretz Ad Mekom Shehem Ad Elon More V'chaknaani Az Ba'aretz.
Right here. Bankata. Amen.
We gonna go up down the stairs? Huh? No.
It's a joy now to invite Morgan to take her place to become the bat mitzvah as she recites the blessing herself, once more giving thanks to God for its gifts.
Na la'amod, habechura bat mitzvah, malka chizki.
Baruch et Adonai Hamavarach Baruch Adonai Hamarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah. Vayera Adonai El Avram Vayomer Lazar Aha Etain Et Haaretz Hazot Vayiven Sham Mizbeah Ladonai Hanyer Et Elav Vayatek Misham Hahara Mikedem Leveit El Vayet Aholo Beit El Miyam Vahai Mikedem Vayiven Sham Mizbeah Ladonai Vayikra B'Shem Adonai Vayisa Avram Haloch Venasoa Hanegba Vayahi Ra'av Ba'aretz Vayered Avram Mitzrayma Lagor Sham Ki Haved Hara'av Ba'aretz Vayahi Ka'asher He grieve Lavo Mitzrayma Vayomer El Sarai Ishto Hine na Yadati Ki Isha Yafat Mare At Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Haolam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Emet V'Haye Olam Nata B'Tohenu Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Give the cantor a shake of the hand. Give your parents a hug. Give your grandparents a hug. You can return to your seats. You can go back. Sure. Our Torah reading continues in the book of Genesis, beginning in chapter 17, verse 1. And it's a privilege to call on Courtney and Jeremy Brines, Ann Golan Turnick, and Amy Isker to recite the blessings, once more giving thanks to God for the gift of Torah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Baruch
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Vahed. Baruch Baruch Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et torato, baruch atah Adonai, noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Vayehi Avram ben Teshim Shana v'tesha shanim Vayera Adonai El Avram Vayomer Elav Ani El Shaddai Hitalech lefanai vayei tami. Ve'ena briti beini uvenecha va'arbe otaha bima'od ma'od. Vayipol Avram el panav vaydaber ito Elohim lemor. Ani hine briti ita v'hayita la'av hamon goyim. Below yikarei od et shimaha Avram v'chaya shimaha Avraham ki Avhamon goyim natatiha v'hifreti otaha bima'od ma'od unatatiha lagoyim umachim imaha yetzeu.
Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'hayei olam nata b'tokeinu, baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Delighted to invite Sari now as she becomes bat mitzvah to recite the blessings, giving thanks to God for the gift of Torah.
Nala amod, habachura bat mitzvah, Sarah chizki.
Baruch Adonai hamavorach.
Baruch Adonai Habarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamavorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
V'hakimoti et briti beini uvenecha uvein zaracha aharecha l'dorotam livri olam liot laha le'elohim ulazaraha aharecha v'natati laha ulazaraha aharecha eretz megurecha kol eretz Canaan lahuzat olam v'chayiti lahem le'elohim bayomer Elohim el Avraham v'ata et briti tishmor ata v'zaraha acharecha l'dorotam. So briti asher tishmeru beini uveinehem uvein zaraha acharecha himo lahem kol zahar unamatem basar or latahem v'chaya la'od bari beini uveinehem. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'hayei olam nata b'tokeinu. Baruch atah Adonai notain ha-Torah.
Amen. Beautiful cheek cantors. It's a privilege to invite Scott Golenturnik and Aron Isker to help us to dress the Torah.
Our Haftorah is from Isaiah chapter 40, verses 27 through 29. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar b'nevi'im tovim v'ratzah b'divrehem Hana Emarim be'emet Baruch atah Adonai Haboher Batarat Uv'Moshe Avdo Uv'Yisrael Amo Uv'Nevi'ei Ha'emet B'Tzedek Lama Tomar Yaakov Utadaber Yisrael Nistara Darki Me Adonai Ume Elohai Mishpati Ya'avor Halo Yadata Imlo Shamata Elohei Olam Adonai Barei Kedsot Haaretz Lo Yi'af V'lo Yiga Ein Heker Litavunato Notain La Yaif Koach Ulain Onim Otzma Yarbeh.
Our Haftarah continues with Isaiah chapter 41, verses 8 through 10. Va'ata Yisrael Avdi Yaakov Asher Bacharti Ha Zera Avraham Ohavi Asher Hezakti Ha Miksot Haaretz Ume Atzileha Karati Ha Va'omar Leha Avdi Ata Bacharti Ha Velo Ma'asti Ha Altira Ki Imaha Ani Altishta Ki Ani Eloheha Imatztiha Af Azartiha Af Timachtiha Bimin Sidki Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Tzor kol ha'olamim Tzadik bechol hadorot Ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer v'oseh, ha'medaber u'mekayim, shekol devarav emet v'tzedek, al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'nevi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh, shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu, likidusha v'limenuha lehavod u'tifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu, anachnu modim la u'mavarhim ota, yitbarashim ha befi kol ha'talmid le'olam va'ed, baruch ata Adonai mekadesh ha'shabbat. Lech Lecha, go forth. Or as we would say in the 21st century, get going. My Torah portion, Lech Lecha, from the book of Genesis, teaches us about God choosing Aron to move to the Promised Land and become the leader of the people of Canaan. Lech Lecha means to go forward. Aron doesn't know where he's going and doesn't understand why he's going, but God promises that it will be a blessing. God seeks Aron out and blesses him to be a great person. The most important lesson in my Torah portion is that leadership comes with many demands. A valuable lesson is to persevere and be brave. Aron becomes the founding father, or patriarch of Canaan, with his wife Sari. Together, they are responsible for the identification of the Jewish people. Aron can leave his past behind and begin anew. He sacrificed a lot, yet had the strength and courage, and to know God would lead him to something greater. Jewish tradition teaches us not to take the easy way out. God chose Aron as the founder of the Jewish people because of his wisdom and bravery. He was not afraid to ask hard questions or to stand up for what he believed in. He was ridiculed and even suffered persecution for his convictions, yet he persevered. He was willing to lead the minority of those who believed that idolatry was wrong and to devote his life to teaching that one God was the creative source of all life. Those qualities made him a gifted leader. I agree with Aron's ways. I feel strongly that you should pursue what you believe in and not worry what others might think. If you fail to stand up for yourself, you may never know what opportunities you might have missed along the way. This past summer, I decided to try a new summer camp called Bryn Mawr. It was the third camp I had been to. I went into it, not knowing anyone my age, but I kept an open mind, hoping this would be the camp for me. Most people had attended this camp for years, so it was hard at first. For about a week, I did not quite know who my friends were. Everyone was nice to me, but I hadn't exactly clicked with anyone. Like Aron, it wasn't always easy, and I was hopeful that I had made a good choice. And then all of a sudden, everything fell into place. I started making friends, and things began to feel right. It just took time. Just like Aron, I was brave and stepped forth into a new beginning. No one told me I had to have a good time or make friends, but I did it because it was what I believed was right for me. We can all learn from Aron that times can be tough, but it's very important that we persevere through even the hardest of times. Aron displayed true qualities of leadership that I hope to carry forth in my life too. Last year, 2 of my friends and I started a Jewish Heritage Club at school. In the beginning, we were a very small group, but it quickly grew to over 30 members, both Jewish and non-Jewish. We learned to bake challah, hold a seder, and even made hamantashen for the Kincaid staff. Most importantly, we have all learned more about Judaism and to be respectful of others' beliefs. Being part of this group taught me that I really enjoy being in a role where I am able to lead and showed me that I want to continue working hard to be a leader. We can all learn from Lech Lecha. Even though it might seem like it is hard to step outside of your comfort zone, there's often a lot to be learned if you do. Just as Rabbi Noah Weinberg said, "Don't be afraid of discovering that the real you may be different than the current you. Since we both love dance, for our Mitzvah project, Sari and I decided that it would be meaningful to find an organization that we could donate dancewear to dancers who are less fortunate. The Hopestone Project felt like a perfect fit for us, as they provide opportunities for people who love to dance but need financial support to do so. A list of items that the dancers needed was created, and Sari and I collected and donated them. I am grateful to God for all the people in my life who make every day special. Rabbi Lyon, Rabbi Scott, Cantor Feibush, David Scott, and Mike Mason. Thank you for all you did to make this special day possible. Deb, I made it. You tutored my mom, dad, brother, and me. I know you can now say I was your favorite. I could not have done it without you. Thanks to all my friends for being there for me. Sari, we've been planning for this day forever, and I can't believe it's finally here. I love spending time with you, whether it is at school or outside of school. We always share a good laugh and have so much fun together. I'm so glad that we got to share this special day with each other, and I can't wait for our party tonight. Aunts, uncles, and cousins, I love spending time with y'all, whether it's on vacation, during holiday breaks, or just a random weekend. I'm so grateful to have my great-grandmother Nani here today, who buys me clothes and always keeps me fashionable. I feel so fortunate that I got to spend some time and make some memories with both Nana B and Hilda. Though I didn't get to meet Alfred, Nani Joan, Papu, Papa, Big Mama, and Big Daddy, I've heard so many wonderful stories about them. Pops and Sue, I love spending time with y'all, whether it's for dinner on a Sunday night or on fun trips such as Disney World this past summer. You always have a way of making me feel special. Graham and Papa, I also love the trips we have taken together. Graham, it's always so much fun shopping with you, and we share lots of laughs. I love our time together. Gogo and Bunky, you are always there for me. Bunky, I love your jokes, even about the pineapple milkshakes and overall positivity. Gogo, I always love riding with you to my activities and our FaceTime chats while I get ready for bed. Thanks for always listening. You are all so special to me. Andrew, though it doesn't always seem this way, I think you're the best brother. We've had our moments, like when you wanted to leave me at Costco when I was a baby. But I still love you. I know that no matter what, you will always look out for me. Dad, since the day I was born, you have been there for me. You coached many of my teams and are my biggest fan. You know how to get a good laugh out of me. Our Dairy Queen trips are so much fun, even though there are always line cloggers. I love you so much, even when we have to sing the Good Mood song to you. Mom, no words can describe how much I love you, but I will try my best. You take me basically everywhere I need to go. You cook dinner almost every night, which is always delicious. I love being with you, especially when we go shopping and also when we watch Gilmore Girls together. Our time together is so special, and I wouldn't trade anything for it. I love you, Mom. On this special day, I offer a prayer to God that it may always be inspired by the valuable lessons of the Torah. Just as Avram did, we all have the opportunity to change. As the phrase 75 years young goes, it is never too late to reach your full potential. Shabbat Shalom.
My Torah portion, Lech Lecha, from the book of Genesis, is about the covenant God makes with Abraham. As part of their agreement, God changes Abram's name to Abraham, promises to make him the father of the Jewish people, and gives him the land of Canaan. Abraham agrees to go to Canaan and to circumcise himself and all of his descendants. In making the covenant with Abraham, God is also making an eternal bond with all the Jewish people. God promises to always love and care for us, and we promise to live as the best versions of ourselves while always striving to improve. The covenant is a relationship between God and all the Jewish people that cannot be broken. Jewish tradition teaches us the covenant is a relationship of reciprocal love, caring, and loyalty. It helps to define us as a people who have connections with one another because we are all participants in the same covenant with God. In other words, I am connected to other Jewish people because of our shared covenant. Although my covenant with God does not involve circumcision, there are other ways in which I uphold my end of the agreement. I attend Jewish summer camp, where I've connected with many Jewish friends from all over the country. I always enjoy celebrating Jewish holidays with my family. And lastly, I have chosen to become a bat mitzvah. Like Abraham becoming Abraham, I am making a commitment to the Jewish religion. Even though there are times when I'm not my best self, I know that my relationship with God is still strong and that God will always love me no matter what. Participating in a mitzvah project is another way in which I uphold my covenant with God. Like Morgan said, I also worked with the Hopestone Project to donate dancewear to the Marshall Middle School. Being a dancer, I know how important it is to have the right clothes and shoes, and I'm so glad that I could help provide those items for less fortunate dancers. So many people helped me on the journey to becoming a bat mitzvah, including Rabbi Lyon, Rabbi Scott, Cantor Fibush, Mike Mason, and David Scott. Deb, you made every session fun and taught me so much. I'm so grateful that you were my Hebrew tutor. Thank you to all of my family and friends who have come in from out of town to celebrate with us today. I'm so lucky that most of my aunts, uncles, and cousins live in Houston and that I get to see you so often. Bibi and Big Daddy, I'm so sad you're not here and it's not the same without you. Bibi, I love spending time with you, especially shopping, and I always look forward to fun family trips like Deer Valley and watercolor. Big Daddy, you're always up for an adventure and I know we can count on you to join us, whether it's a day at the lake, playing with Callie, or Disney World. Cece, we share a love of ballet and getting to see shows with you is so special. I can't wait for more. Papa, I love playing games with you, and I've especially enjoyed learning to play claviage with you and Aunt Anne. To my grandma Cookie, who's not here, I'm sad I never had the chance to meet you, and I'm so honored to be named after you. Brooke, even though it might not always seem like it, I love you so much. I'm never bored with you, and I especially love our sister bonding time. You're my OG best friend. Davis, you're the funniest person ever and never fail to make me laugh, even when you're not trying to. I always love how you come into my room at night when you can't sleep. Morgan, you've been my best friend for 7 years. I'm so grateful for that. I couldn't ask for a better friend and bar mitzvah partner. It's been so special to do this together and to now see all our planning and dreaming over the years finally come true. Daddy, I love spending time with you anywhere. From our trip to New York, where we did so many fun things, to paddleboarding and jet skiing, to daddy-daughter dances, making fun of mommy, and our deep conversations when you pick me up from dance. I love you so much, and I couldn't ask for a better dad. Mommy, I don't know what I would do without you. You're always there for me, even when you have so much going on. You give me answers to my billions of questions or advice for anything. It might not seem like it all the time, but you're my favorite person to spend time with. On this special day, I offer a prayer to God for all of the people who love and care for me. I'm so grateful that you're able to be here today. May we all continue our shared covenant with God. Shabbat Shalom.
Morgan, if you'll join us. Sari, come and stay here. Morgan and Sari, just take a moment to look at everybody here and appreciate the warm smiles and the good feelings, and all those who are live streaming who couldn't be in the room with us. We know that they're here too. Girls, you have done a beautiful job today. It goes without saying, but I must say it anyway. And your partnership as dear friends, sharing the Mitzvah project, says so much about the community that you are a part of, but also the community that you are creating. It begins with two, and it multiplies from there, as you shared with us, Morgan, the beautiful Mitzvah project that you did in school. Before I speak to each of you individually, I must say that the collection of family and friends here speaks volumes about what it means to be a part of a historical congregation. And from generation to generation, literally, we have seen strength and leadership, learning and teaching and modeling what it means to be Jewish in the best of times and in the worst of times. But we are truly in the company today of those who have helped all of us arrive at this place on this bima. And it's your roles now as Benot Mitzvah to take on the next leadership step, and we're feeling increasingly confident that the future in your hands is going to be profound, meaningful, and indelible. Morgan, you led us off today with your leadership and your Torah reading, and you did beautifully. I hope that you're breathing a little easier right now, Morgan, because it was lovely, and we all delighted in what you had to share. And your Torah portion, it begins Lech Lecha, as God commanded Abraham to go forth. But we could as easily say Lechi Lach, in the feminine form, to say to you as a profound Jewish woman leader that you too have a place that you will reach in your future. And just as God didn't show Abraham where he was going immediately, we don't know where you're going to land either. We just don't. But if you asked anybody, your parents or grandparents, and as surely your great-grandparents had dreams for you too, we know that wherever you're going, it's going to be wonderful. And what you're going to do there is going to be the blessing that we know you have already been today and must surely continue to be in the future. And God said to Abraham, Vehe bracha, you shall be a blessing. Morgan, there's no other way to see it except that you are and you will be again and again a beautiful blessing to all who come to know you. I really did love to hear about the project that you did at school, creating a group of Jewish friends to talk about Judaism, and then it grew and grew, not only among Jews and Christians too, but others, is a beautiful way to stand up proudly in all the times that you will and to say, I'm Morgan, and you know what? I'm Jewish, and here's what it's all about. Morgan, I can't wait for you to be a leader not only in your family, which you are, but also a leader in our congregation and in the Jewish future that you will help us to be proud of and to grow and build. Mazel tov to you. And Sari, what a joy it is to see your parents and all your family as well. And as I've seen your family grow and develop here too, it's been a real pleasure to be a part of those moments. But nothing more special than the moment here, because your parents and grandparents, those who are here and those whom we remember, are delighting in the moment that you've created for us. With courage, with leadership and strength, you led the prayers so beautifully, and you chanted your Torah portion and taught so well. You're right. Circumcision is a difficult subject to talk about, and oh my goodness, you just breezed right through that so well. But you know, all the signs of the covenant are present right here. It's your leadership too, Sari, your presence and confidence that will help all of us to know what it means to live in covenant with God. And even as you take your steps in the future, we know that you will derive strength and courage from many sources. Your parents have taught you well. Your grandparents have been wonderful role models. Your family and friends together are a source of people to lean on. But just as you mentioned, rabbis and tutor and others, ultimately you'll say to yourself one day, God, what's it all about? Which way should I go? Well, you have a covenant with God too. And you're right, your bat mitzvah is a sign of that covenant and many other features of your life in the future. So this day is for you one of those moments when you say, I have a covenant. God is my partner too. God doesn't steer the car, but you have to take the wheel. And together, you'll make a beautiful future filled with mitzvot and blessings. And like Morgan, when someone asks, who are you? You'll say, I'm Sari. And what are you all about? I'm Jewish, and I love it. And you know what? Maybe, girls, one day you will partner in many more adventures and bring pride and kavod, honor, to the Jewish people in all the ways that you will. I'm also just delighted to see in the congregation so many who have been part of the building process of this Jewish community. We can't do it alone. You are truly the next links in a very strong chain that started in this congregation in 1854, and here we are, so many years later, and looking to you for the future that we will come to know as the blessing reflected in each of you. Mazel tov to you, and I'm so pleased now to share with you the gifts that you have earned on your bat mitzvah day. First, we have a Kiddush cup from the sisterhood that you'll take home and raise at your Sabbath table and other sacred occasions, filled with sweet wine to symbolize those joyful moments. And for each of you, Morgan and Sari, a gift certificate. You mentioned shopping a lot today, but it didn't pass by me. I heard it. But these are gift certificates from Kehila High, our 8th through 12th grade program that partners with Beth Israel, Bris Shalom, and other members of the Jewish community who join us on Wednesday evening. And you'll use this to help pay for a trip to Israel with students in Kehila High and come back from Israel to inspire and encourage us. And these are your certificates of bat mitzvah that say you really did it. You were called to the Torah, you chanted and taught us from Lech Lecha to go forth and to be a blessing. What a joy it is today. And now I'm pleased to invite Rabbi Scott and Cantor Feibush to join us here so we can bless you on your bat mitzvah day with the blessing of old, that it may go well with you now and for years to come. And as I have blessed members of your family in the past, what a privilege it is now once more to bless you, as this blessing goes with you now and for many years to come.
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and protect you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May God's presence shine upon you and always be good to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
May God grant you, Morgan and Sari, all that you wish for yourselves, all that your family and friends wish for you too. May it be long life, good health, mitzvah, and a world filled with peace. Amen. Mazel tov. And now we prepare to return the Torah to the Holy Ark. It's a privilege to call in honor of Hyla Swesnick the joy to open the Holy Ark. And as we raise the Torah now, we rise. Let us praise the name of the Lord, for God's name alone is exalted. Page 282 and 287, and we join in Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shapeach la'adon hakol, la'tit gedula li'yotzer brishit, shelo asanu kegoyei ha'aratzot, ve'lo samanu kemishpechot ha'adama. שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
Please remain standing.
We turn now to page 294. And as we do, we call to heart and to mind all of our dear ones who have departed this earth and gone on to the peace of life eternal. And on this Shabbat, we are especially thinking of those members of Morgan and Sari's family who are here with us today in spirit. Lovingly, we remember Hilda Aron, Alfred Aron, Larry Aron, Bernie Feld, Robert Goldstein, Bernard Grossman, Betty Grossman, Nora Grossman, Jimmy Kessler, Bessie Pye, Walter Pye, Susan Pye, Daniel Rosen, Joan Tappick, Israel Tappick, Caitlin Brines, Sarah Fink, Abraham Fink, Francis Roseman, Arnold Roseman, Barry Roseman, Shirley Sr., Joseph Sr., Sherry Sr., Lillian Swesnick, Robert Swesnick. In their honor and their memory, we continue now with the words of Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah, v'alman divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei jehol Beit Yisrael, v'agala v'yizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam almei almaya, Yit barach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shumei kudesha b'richu, le'elam yinkol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shamaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom miromav, huya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and bring comfort to all of the bereaved among us, as together we say, amen. Please be seated. At this time in our service, our formal prayers have ended, but our blessings continue. So I'd like to invite Morgan to join me here on the lower bima with your parents so that they may share some personal words with you at this time.
Morgan, from the moment that Andrew became a bar mitzvah, you have been ready and excited for yours. I cannot believe this day is finally here. Not only are we proud of the amazing job you did, but we are also filled with so much joy about the young lady you have become. Since the day you were born, less than 20 minutes after Dad and I pulled into the hospital, your sweet and loving personality has been apparent. You came into this world with such ease and have continued to go through life, making it easy to be your parents. You've always felt such a deep love and concern for others. As a little girl, you loved taking care of your dolls for hours on end every day. When you started school, if someone else was upset, you would get tears in your eyes. It was clear that you genuinely cared for others and did not like seeing anyone in pain. Over the past several months, you have known just the right time to put your arm around me and give me a hug. I cannot tell you how much those little moments have stuck with me and how much it means to me. I am so excited about our NCL journey together and have really loved our first few volunteer opportunities. Watching you at Brookwood, a community for adults with disabilities, and at Gracewood, a place for single mothers and their children who find themselves in crisis and go to live has been incredible. You have jumped right in, offered hugs to those who want or need one, and left each experience with a deep curiosity and desire to do more. I have loved watching you dance through life. From an early age, when there was music, you would always get up and dance. Whether it was at I Heart Yogurt with Andrew playing on the keyboard in our playroom when we lived in Dallas, to now doing cheer and V-dance, there is nothing more fun than watching you dance, although I still have absolutely no idea where you got the rhythm. I love our time together. You are the best shopping partner, the most fun to hang out with, and the greatest to snuggle with our Koopy baby. You are strong in your convictions. You are not afraid to stand up for what you believe in. You are never one to follow a crowd. You are confident and know what you want in life. You are hardworking and are always striving to be the best you can be. You are kind and compassionate. You are fun to spend time with. You have a big heart. These are all qualities that I know will take you far in life. We are so proud of you and cannot wait to be there every step of the way as you continue to dance along your incredible journey of life. Know that we will always be here to support you and guide you in every way possible. I love you.
Sari, you did an outstanding job. Mazel tov on your bat mitzvah. And Gavin and Ashley, you've been amazing to partner with. We've really had a great time. Morgan, you did a beautiful job this weekend, and I could not be more proud of you. Look around at all your friends and family, and I am certain they too are proud of the job you did. There have been a few times in my life that I reached out to Rabbi Lyon for his wise counsel, and I'd like to share one of those teachings with you today. And Rabbi, I hope to get this mostly right. He shared with me that Hillel famously said, "If I am not for myself, who will be for me? In being only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when?" What does that mean? If I am not for myself, who will be for me? In order to be a leader of others, Morgan, as you discuss in your Devar Torah, you must take care of yourself. In fact, it's not just okay to look out for yourself, it's actually expected. That said, and despite having become a young Jewish woman today, Mom and I will continue to look after your well-being for a good while longer. You aren't on your own just yet. If I am only for myself, what am I? I don't worry at all, Morgan, about you understanding this one. You are kind, compassionate, and a respectful young woman. Those traits will always suit you well, so keep up the good work. And if not now, when? Whether we're talking about finishing your homework, your thank you notes, practicing a sport, or visiting your grandparents, now is almost always a better time than later. You said it well in your Devar Torah. Lech Lecha to you means get going. To a famous local furniture hero, it means buy it today, we deliver it tonight. And it seems to work out pretty well for him. I hope these words are impactful to you as they were to me. In closing, Morgan, you know your brother Andrew likes to joke that you are the favorite child. Well, today I can say without question, you are definitely my favorite daughter. I love you very much. Mazel tov.
And now, Sari, I'd like to invite you to join me here with your parents so that they may share some personal words.
Joni and Doug, I'd really like to thank you for allowing us to share this special occasion with Morgan and the rest of your family. I know you and Ashley have put a lot of time and effort into planning this event over the last year, and I know the rest of the weekend is going to be great. Sari, you did an amazing job leading us in prayer last night and this morning, and we are so proud of you. Ever since you were a small girl, you've been motivated to excel at whatever you were doing. Whether it was sports, school, dance, or ballet, you always give 100% and push yourself and won't settle on just being okay or making a mistake. I'm impressed by your ability to excel in school while at the same time spending 3 to 4 hours every day at dance. You somehow find a way to get everything done. Over last year, you found time to prepare for this weekend. Although at times you were worried that you weren't practicing enough, I know you'd be well prepared for this weekend and would do a wonderful job. As you continue to grow, I hope that you continue to push yourself and take risks, even if that means making mistakes. I hope that you learn from those mistakes, as those mistakes will only make you stronger. Continue to be a good sister and friend to those around you. Be proud of who you are and stay true to yourself, and stand up for what you believe in. I'm so proud to see you grow into a responsible, dedicated, and beautiful young woman. You did an amazing job. I'm so proud to be your dad. I love you.
Sari, we are so proud of how you did today, but we are not surprised. You approached your bar mitzvah the way you do everything in life, with seriousness, intensity, and determination to do your best. You were independent when it came to preparing for today, just like you manage your school and other responsibilities with very little help from us. From the minute you arrived on your due date, you have been mature, serious, and responsible. Nowhere is this more evident than your commitment to dance. Uptown Dance is your favorite place to be, and after 15 hours a week of class time, I still find you practicing and dancing around the house. If you could sleep there, you would, and you would still manage to get your homework done on time. You never complain when dance causes you to miss out on something else, and you often make that choice for yourself. One of my favorite memories was walking into school on your first day of kindergarten. It was your second year at a new school. I said, "This year will be so much easier because we're not new, and we know people, and we know where everything is." And 6-year-old Sari said, "I wasn't worried last year, Mommy. You were worried," which pretty much sums up our dynamic. I worry and you don't. Our joke is that you're my shadow, but the truth is that is the biggest compliment I could receive. You love being part of the adult conversation, and you love spending time with me as much as I love being with you. The older you get, we have more and more in common. We like to plan ahead, we like to arrive early, and we love a good organizing project. So much of what we share are things I had in common with my own mom. Seeing you was some of the same. Seeing you with some of her same attributes and interests makes me so happy. I know she's watching, and she would be so proud. Joni and Doug, it's so special when your kids, friends, parents become your friends too. Morgan, you and Sari have so much in common. We love you like a daughter, and we're so proud of how you did today. Joni, we are a great team, and I hope we continue to be partners throughout our life. Sari, we love you, mazel tov, and let's have some fun.
I'd like to invite the Arons to all join us here on the lower bima. I'd also like to invite Sari's siblings to come forward.
And as we take the challah and wine to share, and cousins come forward too, we'd like all of you to rise so we can share these blessings. Come on up, come on up. Terrific. We raise the Kiddush cups to share our blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ha'amod Puri Hagafen.
Amen. Now we'll uncover the challah. Morgan and Sari, uncover the challah, and we'll share the blessing with you as you lead us.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen. And Kiddush luncheon is waiting for all of us in Wolf Tumim Hall behind the sanctuary. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos.